What's up? Sorry about the sun. Yeah, so this isn't a song or anything. I'm not trying to be a rapper called Donald Trump, and this is my song called We Should Change or anything like that. But yeah, I don't really want to be Slim Jesus per se. But anyway, sorry, I'm spitting. A little sick. Coming off a little relapse and whatever. Medication and all that crap. So, yeah, I mean, we should change. Like, we should definitely be more open-minded to science and sciences that deal with the equality of humans, first and foremost. I mean, I'm sure we can agree on that, that we want to be a civilized country and everything, and we don't want to have a war over property taxes or animal taxes or, food taxes and things like that. I mean, we don't really want to, not come home to our families and all that stuff. I mean, we want to survive, so if we have a focus on surviving and just a little more of an intellectual precept or disposition on what we need to do in our lives and everything. I mean, that's why I have a lot of respect for atheists. I mean, even atheists that are not really trying to do anything in their lives or anything. They're sort of saying this whole, Bible isn't really the best book in the world to be picking up or, chained to or anything like that. Or maybe that just books in general, like, aren't really the answer. I mean, so, but in my, day-to-day life, I'm not really meeting people where it's like, you're gonna change the world or something like that. I mean, and then we also have this perception where we meet people and, we can't do anything about their nature. There's no persuasion to the game. I mean, it's just persuasion is not an option. And that's sort of like this, I'm going to stand on a podium or a pedestal and just, show you how sharp my sword is. And that hasn't gotten us very far. I mean, I'd say in almost 300 years, I'd say for almost 300 years, we haven't really done much. I mean, we haven't really congregated enough to, allow as much, change as our brains could possibly imagine. And I'm starting to even think that this idea of, what our brains are capable of and our imaginations can take us to Mars or explore different galaxies and all this stuff. And, that can be dangerous just because it can be wasteful if there's no opportunity to do that. When there's more opportunity to, make your apartment look nicer, I mean, you might want to take that opportunity. You get that sort of feeling in your gut where you're like, oh, I'm being lazy, I'm being wasteful, I'm being useless, I need to be useful and want to be content, like I have to get these things done. And that's just been nature of consciousness. I mean, being mechanical objects or mechanical life forms, that's how we've, come to be. I mean, that's how instinctually been able to grow and evolve. There hasn't been anything else other than that. I mean, I guess there's been no attention to the details And, you know, we've just held up some Bible and said, you know, this is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and haven't considered anybody's real work. I mean, we've just considered the work of a few and lost that to the work of many. You know, we've just played, we've played our cards. We haven't played our cards well. You know, we've just sort of brought in more, you know, crap to the world than we really needed to. And it's like we have this idea that we have to evolve past our limitations, like the limitations we have now. We have to somehow evolve genetically, or I guess biologically, into something that we are not, something that we're not, you know, good enough for. We're not you know, we're not the efficient machine, we're the broken machine. And a lot of scientists or atheists have this notion in their head that we need to be doing something different, like automatically, you know, and it's not going to take work or anything like that. Like, it's, you know, it's not going to take, you know, like 50,000 years possibly to sort of have the outcome that we want to, the actual outcome that we want to produce. So there's no real justification for why we should actually try to do something in the world, why we should actually try to do something about our problems instead of, I guess, just talking about them. I mean, or not being politically or socially active in our community. But I'm gonna get the fuck out of here and sign off. So thanks for watching. Later.